From the outside, this house looks like any other London suburban home. Inside, it's unique. All traces of the 20th century have been removed. This is not a film set or a museum. It's a real house, equipped as it would have been in the year 1900. A modern family is coming to live here for 3 months. No central heating, no television, not even electricity. They will be the subjects of an experiment to test how domestic life has changed in 100 years. Many see the experience as a chance to bring their family closer together. But psychotherapist Judith Lusk, who'll help make the selection, is not so sure.
I think there are going to be a lot of stresses on any family. Probably one of the biggest ones is going to be spending a lot of time together, because I think in modern times we use loads of things to kind of get away from the family and dilute relationships, whether it's television, computer, hobbies, going out, and that just is not going to be there. So I think that's going to be quite an intense stress.
The next job is that we have to make all this 19th century technology that we're planning work. And at this late stage, I have to confess that it's something I've never done before. I've always created the effect of 19th century technology in the houses that I've restored and worked on, but we've never really had it going actually. We've never lit those fires. We've never had the Ranger cooking. We've never got the gas igniting. So this is going to be a real challenge to do that, so that our 1900 house family don't gas themselves or get caught in the shrapnel of an exploding boiler, as their Victorian forebears might have done.
Ranges with bank boilers were dangerous. The technology was crude. They often exploded without warning. It'll be one of the many hazards in the 1900 house. The safety inspectors can't properly assess the risks until the house is finished. We're now taking a big gamble, because if they're unhappy when they return, they could close the project down.
I think the primary concern is the fact that there are a number of children in this environment.
So what would your advice be to a family who are going to move in these conditions?
Don't. Sorry, that's a good question, but I'm not sure I have an answer for that one, at this stage anyway.
Day 3, and things aren't getting any better. Paul is still battling with the range. The range is not just for cooking. It's the only source of hot water in the house, and so far it hasn't produced much. Pipes carry the water to the bathroom upstairs. In England, as in America, most ordinary homes had just been fitted with internal plumbing. And water heating ranges like this were an amazing innovation. But like much new technology, they didn't work right at first. The range top wasn't hot enough to cook the macaroni, but now it's scorching. Joyce's carefully prepared compote of rhubarb has stuck to the pan and burned.
Why didn't you stir it? That's spiteful.
That was it.
3 rotten days! Right, I'm sitting out here and I'm not coming back in. I'm really cross with myself. It wasn't... I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew it wasn't supposed to be so quickly. I thought I was going to be much better than this. I really wanted to do this properly. I really wanted to make it a success, and I've got Joe sitting there and he won't eat anything, so he's going to starve to death. Paul shouts when Joe doesn't eat. All the children don't like it when Paul shouts. I have a go at him, he has a go at me. We're all sat round the table, all on top of each other. I've produced something I wouldn't give to a pig. All right, Joe. You all right? Have you eaten something now?
Yeah.
What have you had to eat? You've just had some bread and cheese. This child's been living on bread and cheese.
In 1900, this suburban home was a refuge. Outside, the city streets were rife with poverty and danger. The new middle class retreated into their respectable homes, where an evening's entertainment consisted of needlework, music, card games, reading, and perhaps a glass of beer. For 2 months, the Bowler family has been holed up every evening. Their only amusements are those they've made themselves.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
With 4 weeks left in the 1900 house, the routine is starting to get to all of them.
Finished, Joe.
We're not.
I know exactly how it feels to be stuck in a Victorian, boring, mind-numbingly boring existence. And now I know why. When Victorians did things, they threw themselves into it. They threw themselves into good works. Why, they could find their hobbies so absorbing. They were craving some mental stimulation. They were looking for something that would lift them out of the ordinary.
The Bowler family's Victorian odyssey is coming to an end. With just 2 days to go, they're eager to reflect on the experience with the help of historian and creator of the 1900 house, Daru Rook.
It's now 3 months since the family moved into 1900 house to start their first days of the experiment which we created to see what would happen if you put a modern family in a house of yesterday. Now I'm back to find out what experiences they've had.
Daru wants to know what they found hard to live without.
I've missed modern detergents, pathetic, shampoo, washing up liquid, and I've missed my weekend newspapers.
Using their telephone, contacting people, putting on comfortable clothes.
You know, bottles of shampoo and conditioner and all these different things you can put all over your body and your hair and your face.
Sweeties.
Shut up. When I get back to the 20th century, the first thing I'm going to do is to listen to some music because I've really missed music here and because it's been so quiet.
I'd like to be able to say that living in 1900 will change the way we live in 1999. I would hope that we would take more time over things, which is something that you have to do here. I think that's why it was so difficult at the beginning, because it was a real slowing down process for all of us. Much more deliberate about things, lots more thought, lots more time for each other.
Get into lumps then, won't it?
This is such an enormous thing that's touched our lives that I think it will change us. Take your medicine.
Make me like a man.
Just like squash strawberries.
Is it? Well, isn't that incredible?
What were we expecting?